welcome back to Supercharge Conversions Academy. This is Chris here, your instructor. So today I'm going to teach you how to make money through e-commerce and where 95% of the e-commerce businesses miss these points. Alright, so I'm going to share with you the principles on how to make that happen, and I believe that missing these principles, which I'm going to talk about, is going to create a lot of confusions for the e-commerce merchants. So the 4 points where 95% of the e-commerce merchants miss out on are: number 1, knowing which platforms to focus on to achieve the target they have set out for themselves. Number 2 is having a unique value proposition which matches the customer's pain. Number 3, communicating the unique value proposition (UVP) and benefits properly to the audience. Number 4, providing trust and good user experience. So I just want to bring it to your attention that different platforms have different associated costs for advertising, right? For example, if you're doing ads, you can find out the average cost per click for a particular keyword or search term in Google Keyword Planner. And once you have the estimate, what is the minimum conversion rate you need to break even? Say if the math is such that you need 50 clicks to make a sale, and on Google Keyword Planners you find out that it's going to cost you 30 cents per click by estimate, then it would cost you about $15 to make a sale. And if your profit margin is more than $15, then it will allow you to have an actual profit. Otherwise, in the event that you don't have a system or products in place to increase the average order value or the lifetime value, you will not likely succeed with Google AdWords in this example. Alright, this also works in parallel with Facebook ads, and here's my observation. A lot of e-commerce owners, they actually don't understand what it takes to make a sale on Facebook. And you need to have at least a range in mind of how much it will cost to make a sale. And if you're new to Facebook and your product is selling for $20 and with a cost of goods and shipping of $10, then you obviously need to ask yourself, can I realistically make a sale with $10 ad spend? If I can, how much money is left after the advertising costs? Actually, a lot of Amazon sellers also get this wrong, and they sell very low ticket item, and they completely miscalculate how much money is actually required to make a sale on Amazon. So that's number 1 for you, and I'm not saying that you can't make it work, even by breaking even or incurring a small loss in the front end, because you can always make it back on the back end. But honestly, ask yourself, how much is advertising gonna actually cost for you to make a sale? So that's number 1. It's very, very, very important. And one way to beat this challenge is to actually structure a funnel to create a minimum average order value that's big enough, okay, to cover the advertising spend. Okay, so with that said, the actionable step is to actually try to maximize your average order value. So make it as big as possible, then you don't have to worry about the advertising cost as much. Alright, so I have to bring it under the table because the device is getting too hot from the African sun. So with that said, the actionable step is obviously to increase or maximize your average order value so that you have enough of margin for the advertising spend. And if you haven't liked this channel, subscribe to this channel, like this video now, right? And in the very near future, I'm going to share with you tips and tricks on how to increase your AOV so that you can actually drive your traffic to your store profitably, okay? So I'm just going to keep on going at this angle for a little while. Important number 2 is actually knowing your unique value proposition. So that's very important. You gotta really know what your customer is looking for. So if your message doesn't resonate with your customers' wants and desires, then it's not gonna sell as well, even though the benefits is actually there and listed in maybe a secondary and less visible portion of your sales page. So just to give an example, if someone is looking for a pair of headphones which they're gonna wear for hiking or go on a long trip, what they're actually concerned is with the battery life, right? They're not really as concerned with the sound quality, but number 1 concern is the battery life. So when you're going to structure your funnels or your sales page, you need to really speak to the customer's desire. And I know the targeting can be a little bit tough, but it depends on your UVP. Some people are specifically searching for headphones with a long battery lifetime, and some are searching for extraordinarily good sound quality. So definitely know your UVP, because that's going to help you increase your conversion rate. And most people don't. They don't know what their customers' desires and wants are, so they can't communicate with them properly. All right. And the next part is actually delivery of this UVP to your customers. So in a previous video, I talked about how to deliver this message to your customers. So definitely check it out. I'm not going to go over it again. So click that last video and then check it out. Right. This last point actually goes hand in hand with the previous point. Is about communicating the values and trust to your customers. So I'm talking about social proof, testimonials, trust badges, any types of guarantees that you have, or user-generated content. So these are extremely important, because your customers actually need to hear from other people who have bought from you, and they don't want to hear just from you, right? Obviously, you're the merchant, you're advertising to them. Your words are obviously biased to your products, and at this day and age, unfortunately, not a lot of people are super ethical and tell the truth. So the words and the testimonials from your other customers are extremely important to deliver this point. All right. One way that you can do it is pretend that you're selling a snake oil product. What would you have to communicate to your customers in order for them to really believe you? I know it sounds funny, and I know you're not selling a snake oil product, but just think of yourself as maybe a scam artist, right? If you can put yourself in valence of a scam artist, then you'll figure out exactly how to convince your customers through the voice of other social proof and authorities. Of course, I'm not trying to tell you guys to be unethical. All I'm saying is that scam artists, they work because they understand what people are looking to hear from others. And instead of providing false information, you provide them with ethical content and something that is actually true, coming from authorities and all sorts of social proof. All right, that's all I got for you guys today, and I hope you guys learned something. And it would really, really mean a lot to me if you guys can like this video and subscribe to this channel. It's a very new channel, so every single support is highly appreciated, and I will commit to making more valuable videos for you guys in the future. I know these are all just talking about a lot of principles, but it's super important to know the principles behind e-commerce, so that when you do include the CRO elements, you know how to do them properly. Okay, so see you guys in the next video.